Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into the YouTube channel. Today I'd like to talk about fishing a drop shot, wacky rig style. I think when everyone thinks about wacky rigs, they think about a weightless hook, shallow water, a Yamamoto Senko, some sort of stick worm, fished in and around the shallows because it's just so potent. But that same presentation can be really good in deeper water, and you can present it in a very similar manner when you rig a wacky rig on a drop shot. There's a couple of different types of baits that you can use. I think the first one that I would probably reach for, just a 4-inch Yamamoto Senko. I feel like that's probably one of the better type baits for wacky rig fishing in general. But wacky rig fishing it on a drop shot, and basically what I'm doing is I'm wacky rigging my drop shot bait. So kind of show you here what I'm talking about. I'm going to take, your traditional nose hook, just like you would any other drop shot presentation. I'm just tying it on, just traditional drop shot rig. And then instead of, a lot of people would just nose hook it just like that. Basically, I'm just going to go ahead and pin it, but I'm going to find the center of the bait because I feel like that's very important. I think a lot of times people think, well, the egg sac is the center of the bait, but I want that bait to be kind of equally weighted and balanced right in the middle, so that when I'm working it just like that and I'm shaking it, that it's has equal action. See, if you kind of get it off kilter, it's not the same. The look is not the same. So just rigging it in the middle, finding that, keep playing with it till you find that. There you go. You find that center in the bait. That's probably a key in and of itself, wacky rig fishing 101. But once I find that, then I'm just gonna pin that, real simple, right? Just pin that on a drop shot, on an open hook drop shot, just like this. And I think just a lot of times when we think drop shot fishing, we're thinking of the exposed hook with a nose hooking the bait, where the bait lays out this way from the hook. But this is just rigging it wacky style on a drop shot. And then the other thing that I think a lot of people think about when they think about a drop shot is, the Texas style, like using the owner cover shot or similar type hooks where they have the little keeper on the shank and they're Texas rigging it, which is exceptional around cover. But being able to present your bait, a wacky rig, in deeper water, get it down in the strike zone quickly. So this is a tremendous presentation when they're, say, deeper than 5 feet. Because when they're deeper than 5 feet, it takes a while for the bait to get down to the strike zone. So this will help you get the bait down there quickly with, say, a 3/16 or a 1/4 ounce drop shot. When you're fishing a piece of structure like a point around a boat dock or a hump or something like that. And I think, deeper than 5 feet, because if it's deeper than 5 feet, it takes a while for that bait to get down to the strike zone. A couple of other great baits that I would recommend for fishing wacky style on a drop shot is the 5-inch thin Senko. The other one that they have is a Pro Senko, but the thin Senko, kind of like a little finesse worm, can work great. And you're just going to do the same exact thing. You're going to find that center balance. I try to do that every time I'm wacky rig fishing. Find that center balance, and then just pin it right through, and you're wacky rigging a drop shot. May have just missed it just a little bit, but you can see I still have quite a bit of action. So that when this gets to the bottom, if you wanted to kill it and let it slow fall, it's still going to shake and do exactly what it does as it comes to the bottom. So you still probably have, I don't know, about 12 inches, and you could go longer. You could go 16, 18 inches on your drop shot leader, but that'll help it just kind of fall to the bottom. You could give it slack and it'll just kind of flutter to the bottom, shimmy like those baits are so good at. And lastly, the type of another type of bait that can be really good for rigging it this style is a cut tail, Yamamoto cut tail worm. Just rig it the same way that you did the 4-inch Senko and the thin Senko. I wanted to present that to you guys in case you're not thinking about wacky rigging a drop shot. I know that for some people you probably have all done this, but there are times When that wacky rig just gets more bites, gets greater attention from the fish, and a lot of times that the fact that it can vibrate and move in a different manner as opposed to being nose hook or Texas rigged, it just enables you to have some different action, show the fish a little bit different look when fishing a drop shot. If you haven't considered wacky rigging your drop shot, give it a shot. It's an effective way to get some bites, specifically if the fish have seen the traditional rigging method more and more in the area that you're fishing. Thanks for tuning into the YouTube channel. Hey, if you don't know, I've got some merch now, Team Niggemeyer Fishing. I'll put a link in the description section. Go check that out. Got some hats, decals, hoodies, and shirts. Until next time, thanks for watching and good fishing.